Welcome to the Math Crew, where we learn new things and grow in mathematics. I'm Miss Nisha, your math teacher. Let's get started. Today we're going to practice multiplying whole numbers with three-digit factors multiplied by a two-digit factor. This is usually a fifth grade skill, and this is an extended practice. The mini lesson is also on the channel. Our first equation is 624 times 52. Pause the video and write the equation down. If you're using this mat, you can have it in a sheet protector or you can write on it. If you have a piece of paper, just follow along. Make sure you line your numbers up correctly and create the area model. Because we have a three-digit by two-digit factors, we need 1, 2, 3 columns going down, and we need 2 rows. Have a two-digit number, 2 rows. Again, we have 3 digits in our first factor, 624. So I'm going to have 1, 2, and 3. 3 columns going down times 52, which is a two-digit factor. So I'm going to have 2 rows for 52. Okay, now the first step in using area model to multiply whole numbers is to put the numbers in expanded form. So let's first put 624 in expanded form. You learn how to do this in the lower grades. You're simply stating the value of each digit. So 624 in expanded form would be 600 plus 20 plus 4. So you're going to write 600 here, plus sign 20, plus sign 4. 600 plus 20 plus 4. Again, what's the first step? Step 1 is to put the factors in expanded form on your area model. Now, I'm going to place 52 on this side of the model where my rows are. I'm going to place it in expanded form. 52 in expanded form is what? Hopefully you said 50. That's going to be on that first row plus 2 on this second row. 50 plus 2. Actually, let me use colors and make sure we are understanding that our factors should be in a certain location on our model. We're going to have the first factor on top. We're going to have the second factor coming down the side, and it matches with your rows. Now, once you have the model created correctly, now you can begin to multiply. So let's do that. Let's take this first row, this 50, and multiply it by 600, 20, and 4. So imagine that you do not see this bottom part here, and you only see 50. I just want to say 50 times 600, 50 times 20, 50 times 4. Then you're going to do the exact same thing with the second row. 2 times 600, 2 times 20, 2 times 4. Okay, let's do that. 50 times 600, 50 times 20, 50 times 4. Pause the video. Now you try the second row. Are you ready? 2 times 600. 2 times 20. Excellent. 2 times 4. Right. Now that we have these parts of our model, these pieces are going to give us a partial product. When you multiply, your answer is called your product. So we take factors, we multiply them together to get a product. And you learned it in 3rd grade. Now in 5th grade, the only thing is you just have larger factors. So we must know our multiplication facts in order to obtain mastery in 5th grade. You got to know them. Now that we have our equations, let's go ahead and solve. If you sometimes struggle with making simple mistakes when you get to this part, I suggest you underline the numbers with value, meaning everything but the zeros. Make sure you multiply those, then add your zeros. For example, 5 times 6 is what? Hopefully you said 30. So write 30 and then add how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. Very simple. Again, underline the numbers with value. 5 times 2, we know that is what? 10. And then we're going to add 1, 2. 2 zeros. Hopefully y'all can see that. Wish it was darker. Gotta give me some darker markers. All right, then last box. 5 times 4 is 20. We're going to add a 0. Now pause the video and find the products for this last row. Now, we already have the numbers with the value underlined, so let's multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. We're going to add how many zeros? Hopefully you said 2. This is what I'm doing. I'm counting these zeros here. I multiply the numbers with the value. 2 times 2, 4. And then I add that 0. 2 times 4, 8. We don't have any zeros there. All I did was add on the zeros in each equation, if that didn't make sense. 5 times 6 was 30. I added 1, 2, 3 zeros. Okay, always check in here. Make sure your products are correct. Because now for the final step, you're going to add the partial products up. Okay, this is our final step. We're going to add the partial products. Step 1, you place them in the expanded form. Step 2, we multiplied to find our partial products. We took each piece and multiplied it. Step 3, we're going to add them up. And that's going to give us our product. All right. Due to limited space, I'm going to add on a piece of paper. I want you all to keep this. If you're using the mat, you'll be able to see everything in one shot. So if you have a hard time adding without making mistakes, just take the first row, add those up, and then take the second row and add those up. Okay, so let's do that. We're going to take 30,000 here. Need it a little darker. 1 second. Okay, 30,000 plus 1,000, which is 31,000, plus 200. This is row 1. Always start in the ones place. 0, 0, 2, 1, and 3. So you have 31,200. 31,200. That's what we have for row 1. Pause the video and add row 2. And see if you get what I'm about to get. Okay, now I'm going to add 1,240 and 8. I know that's 1,248, okay? But if you're not at that point, again, go to your paper, add it up. 1,200 plus 40 plus 8. You want to get to a point where you can do some computation mentally, okay? You're in 5th grade or higher, okay? So you should be able to do some of these things mentally, work on your mental math skills, etc. All right, 8, 4, 2, 1. 1,248. Now we're going to take those two add-ins and put them together. Line my numbers up. Eight, 4, 2 plus 2 is 4, comma, 1 plus 1 is 2, bring down at 3. Your answer is 32,448. All right. Now, let's try another problem. Because I've already explained the steps and there's a mini lesson on the channel, we're going to go a little quicker on these next examples. Your next problem is 306 times 43. 306 times 43. Pause the video. If you think you're ready, work it out, and then check your answers with my work. Step 1, we're going to put it in expanded form. 300 plus, there's no value here, right? So 0 plus 6. Do not make the mistake and leave this out or say the incorrect value of the 6. That's not 60. That is 6. That 6 is in the ones place. So always say the correct, identify the correct value. All you have to think about is the location of the number. If you forget, label ones, tens, hundreds. All right. Now on this side, we're going to expand 43. 40 plus 3. Now that our area model is created, let's multiply. 40 times 300. 40. Remember, I'm going one row at a time. 40 times 0. You already know that's 0. And then 40 times 6. All right. Take 3. Do the same thing. 3 times 300. 3 times 0. 3 times 6. Now, let's solve. If you would like to, underline the numbers with value. I already know those are going to be zeros. But okay. 4 times 3 is 12. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros. 12,000. 4 times 6 is 24. Add the 0. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. Add 2 zeros. Now, let's take each product and add them up. 12,000. 200. I like to do from greatest to least. So let's do 900. These are gone. 240 and 18. Now, starting in the ones place, let's add. We have 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. And bring down the 1. Okay, our answer is 13,158. Let's try another problem. I know we went faster, so just pause the video at any point when necessary. Our next equation is 725 times 67. 725 times 67. Step 1 is to do what? If you said put our factors in expanded form, you are correct. $67, remember, put it on this side of the model so that it can label the rows. Pause the video, work it out, and then check. 700 times 60. 20 times 60. 5 times 60. Now I'm going to take 7, do the same thing. 700 times 7. 20 times 7. 5 times 7. I'm going to underline my numbers with value and then solve. The more you do it, it gets very simple. I know some of you all may prefer standard, but hey, whichever works for you. I've noticed that a lot of students prefer this way. So just whichever you like. 7 times 6 is 42. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3 zeros. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 zeros. 5 times 6 is 30. Add a 0. 7 times 7 is 49. 2 zeros. 2 times 7 is 14. Add a 0. And 5 times 7 is 35. Now, what are these called? Hopefully you said partial products. Very good. Now I'm going to solve. I'm going to put them in order from greatest to least. I'm going to use notebook paper this time because I have a lot of partial products. I'm going to take the first 3, 42,000, 1,200, and the 300. 42,000, 1,200, and 300. Let's add those up. Starting here, 0, 0, 5, 3, 4. 43,500. That's the value of this first row. Now let's add the second row. 4,900. 140 and 35. Again, if you're very strong at adding, you can just take all these at once and add them up. So you could have said this ignore that. Okay, I know I normally try to put it in greatest to least, but I count it. All right. But yeah, you can just add them all up at once if you're very good at adding. But if not, just do this. All right, then let's see. 5. 4 plus 3 is 7. 9 plus 1 is 10. 0 carrier 1. And 1 plus 4 is 5. All right. Now I'm going to take these two and add them up. Zero plus 5 is 5. 0 plus 7 is 7. 5 plus 0 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. Bring down that 4. Okay. 48,575. That's our answer. We're going to do one more. All right, pause the video and try to solve this one on your own. 490 times 25. Now I'm actually going to do this one on the paper because I want to see, can you create this area model? I want to make sure we can do that correctly. So if I have 490 times 25. So I have a 3-digit factor times a 2-digit factor. That means I'm going to have how many columns going down? Hopefully you said 3. Make it large enough to where you can write your numbers inside. You don't have to go down first. You can have 3 rows and 2 columns. You'll get the same answer. I just always say the columns first so that students can remember the strategy. Then when they get confident, they can do whatever they like. Very good. So we got 490. Then we're going to have 2 factors here. 2-digit factor here. So we have how many rows? Hopefully you said 2 rows. So to do 2 rows, all you need is 1 partition. Partition means a split or a break. 1 partition to make 2 rows. All right. Now let's put it in expanded form. So we're going to have 400 plus what? Hopefully you said 90. Good. Plus 0. Right. Now 25. Let's put that in expanded form. 20 plus 5. Great job. Now let's solve. I'm going to say 20, that first row, and then 5, the second row. 20 times 400. 20 times 90. And then 20 times 0. You already know that's 0. All right, then we're going to say 5 times 400. 5 times 90. 5 times 0. Now, let's go ahead and work each equation out. 2 times 4 is 8. We're going to add 3 zeros. 2 times 9 is 18. We're going to add 2 zeros. 5 times 4 is 20. And then we add 2 zeros. 5 times 9 is 45. Then we add a 0. Now, let's take these 4 partial products and get our final answer. I'm going to write a little larger. Make sure we can see it well. 8,000 plus 2,000. I like to write pretty, I try to write neat. I know I'm going a little fast, but Hopefully you can see it. Now I'm going to have 1,800, and I mark them out as I list. Why do you think I do that? Hopefully you said so that I would monitor my mistakes. You don't want to make careless mistakes. Okay. Now let's start here.